Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachakodash, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom this world ignorantly calls God, the Holy One of Israel, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, those men that are doing this work in sincerity and in truth around the four corners of the earth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice on the highways and hedges. And much love to the 1/3 and the innumerable multitude of you believers out there, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. To you all, I say shalom and greetings, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through your spirit. All right, I got another article here from MoneyWise. I've been doing a lot of reading from there lately, because they get a lot of updates on economic stance, finances, and things like that. All right, so I got an article here. This is written by Bethan Moorcraft. All right. It says, this is a quote. It says, they'll walk straight into jail. They'll walk straight into jail cells. California commits $267 million to cracking down on smash and grab robberies in retail stores. But will it stave off the national growing threat? All right. It says it's costing the U.S. roughly $100 billion. All right. So I'm going to read a little bit of this, then I'm going to get into the lesson. It says California has launched an offensive against the brazen criminals. Let's look up that word brazen real quick before we continue. All right. It said the brazen criminals. See, and they use Esau always crafty with his wordplay when trying to describe you. All right. It says brazen, bold, and without shame. It also goes into made of brass, right? It says to endure an embarrassing or difficult situation by behaving with apparent confidence and lack of shame, right? So you out bold and you just, thieving, you stealing it, and you it's an embarrassing act, but you're proud of it. And you have no shame in it. That's a decent word, I guess. It says against the brazen criminals causing chaos in the state's retail sector. It says injecting $267,118,293 into local law enforcement agencies to help them crack down on smash and grab robberies. All right, so they're spending a lot of money to go towards smash and grab robberies, and I've seen videos of these. And at first I'm like, what kind of places are they talking about? But then when I scrolled down, they had a picture of a Walgreens, and I've been hearing about those. You have people running into Walgreens, just taking stuff and running. You got people going into big name retail stores, like they'll go into Gucci or Vera Wang. They'll go into shoe stores, different places like that. Just take all of the items and just run out. I've even seen people grab all the stuff and walk out, and then the employees are just watching them, because the employees, technically, they're not hired as security to reprimand people for stealing. Their job is to be the cashier. Their job is to stock. It's not to put your life on the line for somebody that's willing to steal stuff. All right. So continuing on, it says the funding will be split between 55 local law enforcement agencies across the state, with 41 sheriffs and police departments, along with one probation department, being awarded up to $23,663,194 each. 13 district attorney offices will also receive up to $2,050,000 to prevent and investigate organized retail crime and arrest and prosecute more suspects. All right, so before I continue on, I'm going to get some scriptures. All right, and so obviously, first and foremost, all right, stealing is absolutely wrong. All right, as a matter of fact, let me go to the blue letter and get the word steal and see what that is, right? But stealing is absolutely wrong in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Now, there is one circumstantial case where the Lord, I'm not going to say he approves it, but it's a swept under the door type of thing in regards to stealing. All right, the Hebrew word for steal is ganab. Ganab. All right, it says to steal away, to steal, carry away, to be brought by stealth, to go by stealth, steal away, carry away, to thieve, by implication to deceive. All right, so that's what it means to steal, ganab. All right, la'ah, let's see, thou, la'ah ka ganab, right? That means know you steal, and to put it plainly, or you could say la'ah ganabka, all right, which means la'ah is no, ganab is steal, ka means you, all right, you still know, thou shalt not steal, all right. So you're not supposed to be stealing out here, right? But so I'm gonna read the verse. This is right, and this is in the 10 Commandments. So everybody know this. This is Exodus 20 and verse 15. Thou shalt not steal. That's a clear-cut understanding. It don't need breakdown. It don't need none of that. You know what stealing is, and you know when it's not. Okay? It says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Now, ultimately, we know neighbors is really referring to the children of Israel, right? They were each other's neighbors. But in the scheme of things, we're not even, the Israelites, who are God's chosen people, are not permitted to even steal from heathen, right? Because in times of war, that's not considered stealing. When you destroy another country or opponent in a matter of war, those are the spoils of war, right? That's not considered stealing by taking away his belongings. And most of the time, those men are perished anyway. So obviously they have no right to their belongings anymore, which goes to their house, their temporal things, material things, even their wives, right? They even lose ownership over their wives. She's free now and you can take her under your yoke, But let me go to this next one. All right. This is Exodus 22 and 1. It says, if a man steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And 4 sheep for a sheep. So the Lord is letting you know if you steal something, you're supposed to restore it. All right. But these people nowadays, they're not stealing to steal. See, in this time, a man might steal an ox because in the ancient world, he might steal an ox because he needed something to work his field. He needed to do something. But there's always been wicked people around. But if you're supposed to restore it back if you've stolen something. It says if a thief be found breaking up, that means if he found breaking, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about retail. They said snatch and grab, right? So snatch and grab, that means they breaking up the store. They go in there and they take things and they break up and then they try to get out, right? But now they're going to hire people that's chilling, people that's armed security guards, people that you don't even know. So Jay got to be careful. And the thing is, I mainly brought this out because let's be real. Most of the people doing this are a lot of Jakes. Now, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans doing these low-level petty crimes, right? Not saying that Edomites and heathen not doing it too. But Jake, this is what Jake do, man, right? But the thing is, this is why you so-called white people can't say nothing. Because, yeah, Jake might steal purses and shoes, but you're stealing lives and souls and children. So that's why it just doesn't compare. But nonetheless, this is a warning, for our people that are thieves out there. This is why you got to come to the Lord. The Lord will show you that stealing is not the way, because stealing only ends in death or a grave or jail anyway, So it ain't wise to steal, man. All right. It says, if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. So if these cops decide, see, now this is where you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, when these dudes run up out of goddamn Foot Locker, East St. Laurent or Polo store, and they got all these bags and the Edomite shoot them, don't be mad. Don't get bent out of shape. It says there shall no blood be shed, which means there ain't no pity gonna be on him because he was a thief. You see, now you would think that you be like, oh my God, he was just stealing clothes. Just lock him, just take away the clothes and charge him a fine. Well, the law says if a thief be found breaking up, especially, and this is another thing. Now, I get it that those are retail stores. Now, this is a lot of time was dealing with your property. right? These are property, laws of property, okay? So most of the time, this would be like if somebody was on your land, somebody was on in your house. That's why really the blood wouldn't be shed for him, because you don't always know just what he's stealing. He might be trying to steal. He might be trying to cause harm to your family, things like that, to your livestock. So that's why no blood will be shed for him. But hey, the law is the law. It says if the thief be found breaking up, right? But it says if the if the son be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. You see, so if he wakes, if say for instance he in the morning comes, he was found in the middle of the night, and he be found, and he wakes up, right? It said he shall make full restitution, which means he gotta be charged a fine. He gotta pay back everything that he did. And then he says, if he don't got nothing to give back, if he can't pay back what he owes, then he shall be sold. So he got to now. This is where they have what are those things now? It's like probation, but y'all ever seen those dudes on the highways and they're part of the jail and they cleaning up the highways and stuff like that? They're in captivity. They're in bondage. I forget what it's called. It's slipping my mind. It's on the tip of my tongue, but they be out there like community service. They do community service, which means you got to pay back. You're going to be sold for your theft, man. And in this time, you will literally become a man's servant. All right? The scriptures talk about the law of the Hebrew slave. It says, if the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. So, like I said, this time they were stealing like livestock, right? A man's animals. And see, the livestock, these weren't just food. If you got an ox, oxen are meant to tow and plow in fields, right? A donkey is meant to work horse. A sheep can be saved for clothing. You can make a clothing industry out of having a sheep. You can it can be sold for food. You can make mutton out of it. It could it's a lot of different purposes behind having these animals, right? Let me see. Let me jump down real quick. Verse 7, it says, if a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. So if a man gets found stealing money, he's supposed to pay that double. It says, if the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought into the judges to see whether he have put his hand into his neighbor's goods. So then, if you don't find him, and man, you some money gone, you don't know who it is, well, the master of the house got to be brought into the judges. You can't just accuse somebody of doing something because you didn't actually see who it is. It says, for all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, right? This clothing, this is talking about would mainly be in these retail stores, but they be going in, Jake be stealing deodorant, cologne, tissue, goddamn toothpaste, laundry detergent, be stealing all kinds of stuff, man. But it says for raiment, which is clothing and all those things, or for any manner of lost things. So the Lord said, no matter what it is, which another challenges to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. So if you end up getting called before somebody and saying something got stolen, and you supposed to be brought before the judges, and then shall pay double unto his neighbor. So you gotta these guys be found stealing stuff, right? And they got caught, and there was no bloodshed, right? And he didn't die, nothing happened. He got into a fight or altercation, right? But he's still alive, right? It says, pay double unto his neighbor. So they just supposed to give them a fine. How much ever the amount was, say for instance, it was $2,000 in apparel, clothing apparel. They supposed to fine them $4,000, right? The judge supposed to be like, all right, it's $4,000, now go on about your way. But we live in a wicked society, right, where you'll steal $2,000 worth of merchandise. They'll tell you you're going to spend 2 years in prison and give you a $250,000 fine, $100,000 fine. That's how this society gets down, which we live in an unjust society, right? Let me see here. All right. So the one instance that I did bring up, right, that was, like I said, maybe not permissible, right? And is the Lord don't necessarily agree with it, but he understands, right? So this is this. Let me get this in the blue letter in the NLT. Maybe it might give a little bit more profound wisdom on it. So I'm going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6. and I'm going to go to the 30th verse. All right. I'm going to read it first, and then I'll get the word. It says, Proverbs 6:30, men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. All right. So you ain't supposed to despise him. Like, you know what I mean? You can kind of see where he's coming from because he's at wit's end. He's not just stealing to get over. Right. It says the word there is bawaz, right, which is to despise, hold in contempt, hold as insignificant, right, contemned, right. So you're not supposed to just look down on him and say he a piece of shit because he's stealing food. If he's stealing food, it's a just cause, right. So he says if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. So he's not just trying to get clothes and get money. He just wants some food. He's just hungry, and you can understand a man that do that when he's hungry. Right, that's what Proverbs 30 talks about, where it says, unless the Lord please not give me neither riches nor poverty, because if I be too poor, I steal and then take the Lord's name in vain. Right, but it says in the NLT, excuses might be found for a thief who steals because he is starving. Right, so you can kind of excuse him. You can make an excuse for him, like, hey, bro, he hungry, bro. Like, I understand. So if these snatch and grabs are, and you're going to see more of these snatch and grabs, and that's why they're cracking down on it. They say that's in Cali, but that's why they're cracking down, because it's been really prevalent out there. But people are stealing more because people don't got no money, man. That's why they're doing it. People don't have no money. People can't afford their bare necessities. People are stealing out of grocery store. One lady got caught. She was stealing $100, worth of like baby formula or something like that. And they caught her, and she started freaking out. You know what I mean? But she's like, you gotta eat. Your baby gotta eat. They stealing food. Esau like, nah, we're gonna spend $267 million to lock their asses up. You see? And when it comes to the food, that's just messed up. You know what I mean? A country is supposed to make sure its people are fed, right? In the kingdom of heaven, that's not going to be the case, man. But that's what we dealing with when the so-called white man is ruling, man. All right? So going on, Proverbs 6:31, but if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. And the NLT says, but if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he has to sell everything in his house. So that's the thing. Men sometimes don't. If you stealing food, first of all, you shouldn't be stealing food. No way. You should be praying to Yahweh Shem El Shai, right? But if you stealing food, right, you're supposed to pay back 7 times, and it says sevenfold. So that don't really mean like, oh, if you stole a loaf of bread, you gotta give back 7 loaves of bread. Sometimes you gotta give until it's sufficient to whatever food you stole back. To be like, all right, that's a fair barter. That's a fair replacement. But it says even if he doesn't sell everything in his house. So if you get caught stealing food, you got to pay back no matter what. Oh, if you ain't got shit, you got to pay back whatever you got in your house, man. You see, but men like this, a lot of these men are going to get caught up and they're going to be in bad situations, right? Dealing with Esau Edom, man. Esau don't play. The thing is, he's the biggest thief in the world. But when it comes from you taking something from him, nah, man, he don't play that. He will sell slaves and sell souls of men. But he don't want you stealing nothing from him. He don't want you taking a damn dime from him, right? This is Matthew 6:19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. You see, that's why, for any brother that's been robbed, any brother that's had his car stolen or been things out of the car stolen, who somebody's coming to your house, it's a terrible feeling, and these damn retail stores, they got money on money on money to replace it, but that does not disregard the fact that it's unlawful to go and steal it. But if anybody that's been stolen from, right, it's a really revealing and vulnerable feeling. It feel like somebody caught you naked. It's like he caught you lacking with your pants down. You know what I'm saying? It's a terrible feeling, especially. And the best thing is you pray that you don't have loved ones around. You know what I mean? When these type of things happen. But that's why the Lord uses his analogy that he's going to come as a thief in the night. You see that? Because you're a thief in the night, he can maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he knows you're not in time, but he can catch you while you're sleeping. Okay? Especially if you got a larger home or something like that. There's less people out watching. Most people don't steal in the daylight because they got more there's a higher chance they're going to get caught. All right, Matthew 6:20. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So we supposed to really put our hope in Yahweh Shema Shah in the heavens, because all of this stuff is temporal anyway. We start treasures in heaven, right? But thieves can come. I mean, I done had my car. I done had cars stolen. I done had people steal stuff out of my cars. I done have houses broken into. You know, one time I remember they broke into our house, and this was in Detroit. Knocked down. They took so much shit, and they knocked down even our fish tank, bro. Maybe they believed there was money in the bottom of the fish tank, like a damn movie. You know, with the little fake pebbles and sand under there. But bro, they knocked the fish tank over and killed all the fish, laying them on the floor, bro. It was just a terrible feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the Lord, this is a seemingly a simple commandment, but you'd be surprised how many people are thieves out there, man. You know, and I'm not gonna act like I was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Before I was in the truth, I wasn't doing no like stealing wasn't my thing really. You know what I'm saying? But the things that I would do every now and then is like, you know, stuff from the job. I'm like, man, I work here, this shit free. I would be taking stuff like that, or like I was really into like nice liquor glasses. So like if I go somewhere and I would see like I would be, you know, at a bar or something like that, and I'll be like, man, this is a nice ass liquor glass. I just take it with me and go home. You know what I'm saying? And act like it's no big deal. But that shit was still stealing. You know, that's still off. And so I repented of that. And you know what I'm saying? Do we all want more money? Sure. Do we all want more things? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, all of this is the Lord is showing us how to rely on him. And stealing is not the way, man. All right? Stealing is not the way. And matter of fact, I got a verse to help with that point. This is Ephesians 4:28. It says, not let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands the things which is good, that he may have to give to him that needeth. You see, so now sometimes you working now, you take joy in your labor in your hands, and now you can give to somebody else who's in need, so that they don't got to go out and steal. Maybe you can help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? But stealing shouldn't be across your mind, man. And this is why 2/3 of our people got to be destroyed. And this is why that behavior is from Esau, man. That's at the end of the day, no matter which way you point it, all ties back to Esau. John 8:44, man. Esau, it says, you are the sons of your father the devil, and the deeds of your father you will do. You know? So they follow after Esau, because Esau is a fugitive and a vagabond. It says Cain will be a fugitive and a vagabond upon the earth. A vagabond is a nomad, just traveling everywhere he goes, right? Because he don't got a home, right? He don't want to go to the mountains. He want to take what you got, right? And a fugitive is somebody who's committed a crime. This man ain't done nothing but steal and kill and lie and cheat, right? This John 10:10. It says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. So the true thief is Esau, Edom, but our people are going to get destroyed for being wicked and doing things like this, because I guarantee you that little money you getting, it ain't worth it, man. Whatever's going to come to you is not worth it. You know what I mean? And it's not worth it even in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shah, that reason alone. But let me just get the rest of this article and I'll wrap it up. It says, and this is Gavin Newsom. I might put the picture of him up, or maybe I'm not sure, or just some stilling picture. But it says, even with these brazen smash and grabs, California Governor Gavin Newsom said in a statement on September 12th, with an unprecedented $267 million in investment, Californians will soon see more takedowns, more police, more arrests, and more felony prosecutions. And the thing is, man, they only gonna use about $1 million of that towards $1 million. Let's put it like this: $1 million. They said 267 million. So $1 million. You know, let's see how many people hypothetically you could hire for that, right? Let's say that you gave two people $100,000 jobs. I mean $50,000 jobs, right? So that's roughly about what 20 people. That's 20 jobs right there with $50,000. And Esau, and they can hire security. A security job would take like, yeah, watch this store or act like a hideout, a secret agent up in the mall, you know, and they're giving them, you get 20 people. So that's 20 jobs right there, $50,000. So why do they need 767 million? And they're going to give it to cops. Cops are just going to do this to ramp more up and be more wicked, man. They don't really care about this. They don't really care about that shit, man. They rather do other things with it. But see, this is how our society works. Instead of, and man, how about this? How about this for a bright idea? Find out the communities that are high in theft, and how about you donate and give them jobs or give them money to their communities so they have to steal less. How about that? How about donating $50 million to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in California? How about that? And maybe they'll be less likely to steal. How about you give them all $30,000? I guarantee the crime rate will go down. But they don't want to do that. They like, hell no. We rather lock them up, get paid more money, prosecute them, destroy them. They don't look at alternatives for peace. They look at whatever way they can lock Jake up, destroy you, and put you down. So this is why our people got to be mindful of that. So you thieves, hey man, change from your ways and repent, man. All right, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right, it says when shameless criminals walk out of stores with stolen goods, they'll walk straight into jail cells. All right. It says many retailers in California have had trouble coping with recent rise in criminal activity at their locations. Some stores have resorted to securing certain items with padlocks and chains. I've seen that in Walgreens. I go to Walgreens quite often. I see a lot of stuff be locked up now. You got to like press the button and get somebody to do it because people just be stealing shit. It says, and even guess what was locked up? You know what I'm saying? Like I was walking, you got the body wash locked up, the deodorant, and damn eyelashes. Women be running there stealing eyelashes and hair products. It be men and women. I've seen videos of men and women doing these. It says, or they're locking up high theft items behind plastic casings, see, while others are upping their security, resulting in a major inconvenience to honest shoppers and workers alike. But for many retail giants, enough is enough. In recent months, there's been a huge uptick in retailers closing up shop and leaving theft-prone cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles for good, landing significant blows to the state's economy. Yeah, there were some places, I think it was like Target and places like that had closed some shops due to theft. They can't, yeah, Target. I've been seeing they got more risk management up in Target. Like now when I go to Target, they have like one or two people standing by the door, like new security guards, just trying to watch out for people. People are stealing more because inflation's going up. Times are getting harder. People are struggling to get basic things, right? All right, so that's what's going on, man. All right, this last paragraph. In addition to theft concerns, retailers across the U.S. are also struggling to regain the same levels of foot traffic that enjoyed pre-pandemic, partly due to rising costs and the sustained popularity of remote work, which has reduced footfall in downtown shopping areas. So everything's getting more expensive. More people are working from home, so you're getting less employees. You're getting less people to come in your stores, right? Because now Amazon is the most popular. Amazon covers 80% of sales on the internet. So people that are now working from home and they're ordering things online, getting shipped straight to their doors, and they got people stealing them packages too. One dude got it was like a shotgun shell. He got popped. This dude that kept stealing his damn packages, man. Jake got blew the hell away, man. So man, hey man, you thieves better get right and repent. But hey, this only gonna increase, man. They thinking that they can increase with the police. Hey, soon people gonna be stealing. You're gonna be seeing people steal waters and food and all of this type of stuff. This is only beginning of sorrows, man. But don't steal. Give praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. He's gonna give you the food and the sustenance that you need to keep on enduring, man. Okay. Because that is not the way, right? The Lord says he said the sparrows eat every day. Are we not more valuable than the sparrows? So, brothers, we gonna eat, we gonna be taken care of, but we gotta have faith and believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. So, hey, Lord, willing this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachel Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and mercy to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.